Welcome back to the program. You're still watching Daily Politics on Trust TV. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the political atmosphere in the country, especially with regards to the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Following their defeat in the 2023 elections, the party continues to unravel, especially looking at internal wranglings within the party. And over the past couple of days, more has been unfolding with regards to the congresses that are supposed to provide some sort of balance going forward in terms of leadership at the ward, council, and of course state levels across many parts of the country. But of course, at the heart of it are these two individuals, especially shaping the conversation nationally. The former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, was the current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and his ongoing political battle with his successor, Governor Simonalai Fubara. And that in itself has continued to become quite the challenge for PDP to solve, because days after the PDP governors met in Taraba State to discuss a variety of issues, they did throw their weight behind their colleague, Governor Simonalai Fubara. And of course, just days after that, while in Rivers State, the former governor of the state and FCT minister almost threatened fire and brimstone for the PDP governors who have thrown their weight behind Governor Fubara, and that continues to be a part of the big challenge. Plus, there is also this move to oust the current sitting chair of the PDP at the national level, talking about the Damagun regime coming to an end, because there are a lot of people within the PDP who are not particularly happy with regards to his position. So to help us navigate some of these issues regarding the PDP from the Rivers perspective, we have joined us Comrade Daboikiabo Warmate. He's a PDP chieftain and activist, and of course the national leader concerned PDP League. Good evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
A lot of people would like to say this PDP has a Wike problem, and that problem, you know, was the reason why they couldn't get the job done in 2023 during the general elections. And now, apparently, that challenge continues to persist. As someone from Rivers and as someone who is a member of the PDP, give me your understanding of what the main problem is in your political party today.
Today, we thank you for having me. And let me start by saying that what we have in PDP today is internal wrangling and not internal crisis. And I'll say that when in your introduction you said Wike was not the issue of PDP in 2023 election. He made his position very clear. It was an issue. Let me give you the foundation of that issue. Remember, after the 2019 election, in fact, let me start for 2015. In 2017, we had a national convention where the constitution was amended, and section 54 and 7 were amended from 18 months to 1 month. Now, after that, they did that with the intention of those that worked against the party, that decamped from the party to APC and worked against the party and demonized the party and its candidate, to come back. That's where the problem started from. And after that, after the 2019 election, they set up a committee headed by the present Bauchi State Governor. And in one of his reports, instead of the Bauchi State Governor to come out clear that the issue is for the national PDP to zone the presidency to the south, he went in his report to say it should be zoned to the southeast and the southwest, northeast, that they have not been fairly treated as regards that. But I want to disagree with that report, and in that area specifically, because if you look at it today, our first prime minister in Nigeria is from Bauchi State, the same state with the governor, and he served for 9 years, 1957 to 1966. So how is the Northeast unfairly treated? So I mean, at all, it should be South.
And Prime Minister are two different things.
No, he has executive power. The Prime Minister is has executive power, is the head of government.
So you're saying at that time the reasoning was illogical?
No, it was very logical. Now I'm laying the foundation. Now from there, we got to the 2023 election, 2022-2023 election. The committee that was set up relied on that committee of Bala Mohammed to throw the ticket open. That was where we had the problem. That it ought to be zoned to the South from the pulse of the nation. It is the South that ought to produce the presidency. And every party leader, members, senior members of the understood that. But they went ahead, relied on the Bala Mohammed committee report to throw the ticket open. And that's where the problem started. It wasn't a wicked issue.
Yeah. A lot of people will say, hasn't enough time passed for the PDP members to make progress, to move on from revisiting the past? Because if you talk about 2017, 2019, yes, 2023, some would go as far back as 2011. They said, Goodluck didn't have to.
Now, thank you.
To come back.
No. You just said something. Yeah. You said 20, we should forget about. And that is why.
Not necessarily forget,
yes,
but move on.
Move on. And that is why we commend and say, the former Senegalese president said something. The former Senegalese president said something. He said, if you want, choose today, if you want wine for a few, or if you want water for all.
That was Sankara.
Yes, made that statement. Now, Damagu represents water for all in PDP. He made a very significant statement, which people like us, who are legacy members of the party, believe that that is the solution to move forward, just like you have suggested. And what was the statement? Let bygone be bygone. Because he has seen that a lot of people have faults within the PDP. So the only way is for the PDP leaders to come together, members to come together, discuss, and forge on. Those that don't want to go ahead, then they can excuse those that want to go ahead with the party. So that is why we felt that is the way forward, and we are supporting the present leadership of the party to do that. Yeah, so clearly the Damagun has made it public that he's not on Fubara's side, so to say. Right? No.
I think it's widely circulated. He technically said that he was in support of the impeachment move to remove Governor Fubara.
No, Damagun has never said that and will never say that. He has never said that and will never say that. He's the national chairman of the party. He welcomes everybody to approach. Let me make something clear. Damagun made effort as the national chairman under the leadership of the NWC, as the leader of the NWC and the party. He made effort to invite the governor of Rivers State to come and dialogue with the NWC for a way forward. He was one of the first persons to call the governor when the crisis started in the party, between the former governor and the present governor. So it is very wrong impression that Damagun is supporting the impeachment of his own governor. He's a PDP member. The governor is a PDP member. He will never do that. Those that are promoting such stories are people that don't want him to remain in the office.
So you're saying the G60 lawmakers are lying about the position of Damagun and him also?
In fact, let me highlight two lies of the G60 lawmakers. Number one, in their first press conference, as read by Ogochiri in paragraph 5, Ogochiri claimed that it was under Damagun PDP lost the entire Southeast. Let me ask you, when did Damagun emerge as acting national chairman of PDP? March 28. Then have we conducted the presidential, gubernatorial election and every other election, the general election in Nigeria? Yes. So how is it under Damagun? It was under you. But the Rivers State governor has contracted the G60 lawmakers as led by Ogochiri to carry out propaganda and lie against the national chairman in order to remove him.
Okay.
And number two, let me give you an example, like the Rivers State Congress that went on. Let me tell you, as far as the Electoral Act is concerned, Section 82, subsection 3, and the PDP Constitution and the PDP guideline, the Rivers State Congress met all the requirements of these laws and is perfect.
How do you okay, so let me pose this hypothetical question to you. Do you think, a few years ago when Governor Wike was still governor of Rivers State, that the kind of Congress that he wants people to accept would have happened under his stewardship?
No, now let me let you know something. You see, there is nothing like a leader of the party in PDP constitution as amended 2017.
Is he still a member of the PDP?
He was in our next meeting.
No, but that's not the question. The question is he still a member?
He's a member of PDP. Right. And that is why he attended the PDP next meeting.
With both his legs in the PDP or one outside the PDP?
No. Both legs in the PDP. Let me give you an example. In 1999, I think the late legal luminary was 80 or so, and he served under PDP government. And also, the present governor of Bauchi State, before he moved to PDP, he was a member in the National Assembly, senator. And he was one that moved the motion for the, what is it called, the doctrine of necessity in the House. And Jonathan invited him. He left his party. But before he left the party, he took the appointment and worked with PDP before he left the party. So we can...
It's safe to say he's in PDP today?
Yes.
But going by your analogy, then, it's safe to say that Wike is somewhere going to join the APC, because that's how it ended for Bala Mohammed.
That was how it ended for Bala Mohammed. Everybody is not the same. But Wike has come out plainly to say that he's not leaving PDP, he's working for PDP, and will stand with PDP. Okay, he's not going anywhere.
So let's talk about what he actually said, because during that Congress that a lot of people are not accepting, by the way, he's threatened PDP governors that he's going to put fire in their state. It doesn't look like he's trying to make peace with anybody in the PDP at the moment.
No. See, Wike, let me say something. You will not accept the fact that somebody will interfere in your state politics. Let me give you an example. Today, that word Wike used, "I'll put fire." Why did they change the word to say he wants to cause trouble? They would have let it be, he will put fire, and let it be like that. But they interpret it to trouble. It's hyperbole. It's unfortunate that a lot of... it's hyperbole. It's not laying emphasis. Now, come in.
It's still a very negative thing to say.
No. It's hyperbole. Laying emphasis to the fact that if you interfere in my state, I will interfere in your state. Today, Bala Mohammed, we are talking about, that he referred to. Let me give, for example. Today, Bala Mohammed did not give chance to Ningi to have any member, ESCO, in the just concluded Congress in Bauchi State. Bala Mohammed drove Dugara out of PDP. Bala Mohammed is not...
According to you.
Yes, it's there. The records are there. So that is why we can say, don't interfere in my state.
So who is the leader of the PDP in Rivers?
The leader of the... There is no word leader in the constitution, I've told you. And they gave the governors that privilege because they fund the party. I'm coming on. Because they support the party. But today, as we speak, it was Wike that was funding the party, supporting the party. Let me ask you a question. Since the governor of Rivers State, my governor, became governor, let's leave the period he was in good terms with Wike. After he fell out with Wike, have you ever heard him shout PDP in any function? No. If you show me, I'm coming, please. If you show me any function where the governor, public function, say PDP power to the people, I'll stop defending the NWC. And secondly,
what does that mean? You're saying he's not a member of the PDP?
No, he's a member of PDP, but he uses his mouth to say that, he said with his own mouth that in Rivers State, they don't do a party, they do a movement. That was his own statement. And he has never...
How is that a bad thing?
How is that a bad thing? As a party man,
I mean,
if you have grieved, you can go to the... we have channels through which you can vent your grievances. I've done that. When I was aggrieved, I started the You Must Go. I was aggrieved, I petitioned, they did not respond, and I addressed press conference. So there are channels with which you communicate. Let me give you an example of Cross River State. When Ayade and this former Lay Moke had the same issue, what did Ayade do? Ayade set a team and came to PDP secretary to lobby. That is politics. But you didn't lobby, you didn't support the party, and it just felt they would hand over the leadership of the party to you when somebody else is funding the party.
You have the entire PDP structure of the Governors Forum, who I believe are critical stakeholders of the party, saying that we throw our weight behind the PDP governor in Rivers State. And I doubt that there's any other state that you'd go to under any political party where the governor is not taking a leading role in steering the affairs of the political party. But you have us believe that Nyesom Wike is the one funding the PDP, despite the fact that he worked for the APC in 2023. His allegiances cannot be questioned.
His allegiances to PDP cannot be questioned. Now, let me give you an example. Those that are questioning Wike allegiance to PDP, they ask them, how many of them deliver even an assembly member in their state? It deliver assembly members, it deliver governor, it deliver national assembly members, senate and house of rep. Ask those people, how many of them deliver an assembly member?
It's still the leading opposition party, right?
Yes, it is.
So you're saying everything that the PDP has today is courtesy of Wike?
In Rivers State, I'm talking about Rivers State right now. In Rivers State, all the PDP members that are elected...
So you think despite the fact that he still has issues with Fubara, despite the fact that he's working for the APC government and he has pledged to support the Tinubu administration going forward, you still think he should still be the leader of the PDP in Rivers?
If he's doing what is considered for required of a leader, he should be the leader. He has been funding the party. That is why I said the governor has not called for ESCO meeting since he became the governor. Invite the ESCOs before these new ones emerge. Invite them to discuss with them. He has not invited any of them. So how do you expect such person to become the leader? You don't just sit down and they give you leader. If you have moreover, when you have a strong man in your state, what you do, you play, you lobby. Ayade did it, but Lee Moke beat him to it.
Okay, just before we wrap things up, the concern around the congresses in River State, a lot of people have given their opinions about it. You have a variety of people who are saying, listen, the battle lines have been drawn a long time ago and they're no longer going to accept the disruptive tendencies of Wike and his camp. You clearly, belong to the Wike camp. But in talking about what is best for the PDP, because sometimes what is best for Wike might not be what's best for PDP. What's best for Fubara might not be what is best for PDP. What is best for PDP to fix its Rivers headache, which has been ongoing for quite some time now, as a functional opposition party?
Yes. Now let me say this. The Rivers Congress met all the requirements of the Electoral Act, as I stated in section 82(3), and also the PDP Constitution and the PDP Congress guideline. So there is no dispute about that. I don't know where that young man, the governor contracted, called Ogochiri to come and say that it's a tea party.
What if people say you were contracted by Wike to say what you say?
No, they can say that, but his own is clear. People know him as that is his stock in trade. He's been contracted.
You're talking about a federal lawmaker.
Yes, I'm telling you. He has been contracted to carry propaganda. I've given you lies he has said on national TV. Lied against the national chairman of PDP. And that is what is annoying people like us that say we need to expose this young man. We need to expose him. He joined PDP in 2022. We have been in PDP since 1999. So we will not allow somebody that just joined the party to come and undermine the party.
Yeah, so do you see peace anywhere down the line between the various factions within the PDP?
No, there is no faction in PDP. PDP is united.
Okay,
PDP is see, let me say this. It's interest wrangling. So I don't call it camp. PDP is united and we are making progress. And I believe you me, in 2027, we are going to come back to power. Okay. The only thing is this, that the present NWC, as ably led by Ambassador Madamagu, is making progress towards that direction and should be commended.
Okay, victory in 2027 at state and national.
Yes.
Okay. I can't wait to see how that works out. But unfortunately, for want of time, we're going to have to leave it here for now. It's PDP. I'm sure a couple of days from now, there's a lot more that we're going to talk about. So we'd like to thank you most kindly, Comrade Warmate, for joining the conversation. Thank you so much for being a part of our discussion on daily politics tonight.
Thank you
for stopping by. Right.
Thank
okay. And on that fiery note, we're going to have to end things for today's edition of the program. Thank you most kindly for joining us. Feel free to, as always, follow us across our social media platforms just to stay in touch. You can also visit our website, trusttv.com, so you can catch up on this and many other episodes of the program, as well as other available contents. My name is Abdullahi, Ahmed, and the rest of the team. I'll see you soon.